Hello everyone, welcome back to Rokh. This is episode 13. We're actually making it up their ways. So, the night is just kind of setting in here. But today I have a few different things we're going to be planning to do. One of them is a request to do a little bit of more exploring. If you did follow yesterday's episode, I appreciate it. If you do like the videos, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe. You can check out tomorrow's video. It'll be a little bit earlier than I stream today. Usually I stream Utah Mountain Time around 12:30-ish, 1, depending if there's maybe a problem with the server that comes up and I can't get in. But I am streaming every single day, want to try to make progress on here, keep everyone updated on changes, anything that I see. So yesterday there was a little bit of conversation plus about a car, and I've been talking about it for a while. Someone in one of my comments was saying, maybe like a rail car system. I was also thinking maybe like a backpack or something you could build. Ooh, a little like hover car would be really cool, or a hover cart would be neat. But today I did have a special request from Larry to explore Northwest, and I'm sure that's through here. He was saying through the Northwest Cavern, so I'm guessing he wants to go through this way. I'm not sure how far, but I know that we'll probably go to about this area. Yesterday we went up on top of the pass here, so we kind of looked out over that area. So we're going to go up into this area, take a look around, see if there's anything interesting, and do a little bit of exploring. I do have pretty much all the food reserves up. At the same time, I do want to collect some resources along the way, just so we're, gaining some of the food and all the other items. I am thinking I probably should ditch some of the items I have in my inventory back at home real quick. That would be the smart thing to do. At some point, I was just thinking it might be worthwhile to like put a storage box out somewhere on a tile, and then we could fill those up before we come back home, or if we're out and about and we need to ditch some items, we can just put them in a storage box. Anyone and everyone could access them then, so I don't know if that's the greatest idea, but it still might be something to think about. I do know I have another storage box somewhere in storage here. I'm thinking we might just pull it out because we're really full. This one's got a little room. I don't intend to use the rivet gun. I probably should do some crafting along the way. It's not a bad idea, but then I have all those resources on me and I can't really carry anything or deal with that sort of stuff. I plan to find food. We'll keep the hammer. This box is loaded. Is this the box within a box? Yes, here it is. And here's another box. Let's put that one in our inventory. Can we just grab them? There we go. So now I have a little bit more weight capacity. Let's put this water in here. Can we put the nickel in there? Yeah. Alright, swap this out. And swap out for our battery. So, a couple other things that I intend to do today. One of them is build some new tools. Definitely put it off a long time and have thought about it and talked about it for long enough that we should probably build some tools and use the resources that we have nearby. And that makes a lot of sense. I know, it sounds like an amazing thing, but honestly, we're spending a bit of time running out and around and going places. Oh, I do like having that copper though, and some of these other resources that we found yesterday on our exploration. Pretty nice. So I'm hoping today to find some of those magical rock looking nodes. That's the goal. I did have someone make a comment, and I think it was Larry, who is saying that they usually have been found for him in craters, like they're fallen asteroids. So that is definitely something that I'm going to be looking for, is kind of crater areas that might have it. There we go. Let's get a little bit more water. We have that last one. Let's just hope we find some maybe out on the road. We have tons of oxygen. We don't really need to worry about that. Unless we die, of course, and lose it all, which would really not be good. So let's put 20,000 here in storage. That will be a great opportunity. If we ever have an issue, we can come back and reclaim that resource. Alright. Other than that, now I'm thinking about dying. I don't want to die, of course, but I'm just thinking, what else could I lose in the event that that does happen? I don't really want to lose that. You know, actually, I don't even have a pick on us. So, first off, let's make a pick, because we're going to be doing some exploring, and we need tools like that. I'm getting a little mixed up in my buttons. There is Players Unknown Battlegrounds, and for that one, everything is F. But a lot of other games, everything is E. So I'm getting used to hitting F, but everything else is E. You could probably get the idea of why there's a little confusion. Or you're just going, suck it up. It's not that big of an issue. For me, it's a little harder than that, because you get used to playing one game, and it's got certain buttons. Alright, let's grab, I think it was the emergency screwdriver. We got one. Let's take a look. Can we make just a normal pick? So, medium rod we got. It's all about the spike as far as I can tell. So, people were saying though that if I have iron, that is the item to make my spikes out of. There's iron. I have 25 iron. So from what I understand, you want to look at the hardness is for durability. Strength is for actual... I could be wrong, but as far as I know, it's a strength, which is 7 on iron. Okay, 6 on this. So this is pretty strong too. But let's see. Is there anything else? 5. Lead is going to be really low. This 5. Okay. So hopefully we can make a spike out of iron. It would be cool if we could even make 2. But to make... we need small spikes. Okay. 1. Small spikes. Small. There it is. Ooh, good. We actually have quite a bit of this. So we don't want the tin. We want the iron. Did I not pick up the iron? I was just looking at it. That's the problem. Iron. I thought I picked it up. It's right there. What the heck? Iron. There it is. So, we can make 2 spikes. 40. Can I have 2? Iron. Oh, no, I only have enough for 1. Well, that'll get us a start. Because I want to be able to harvest some of those kind of crystal type nodes. I'm not sure exactly what that'll take, but if we get 1 good hammer, we can go get more iron, and then we can make more, well, not a hammer. I'm correct. It is a pickaxe. So this, if we hold over here, I kind of wish you could hold this over here and it would tell you this information. So the double increases the efficiency, that increases the mining quality and damage. The blade does. So we might need to make a blade as well, a small blade. Can we, or do we have enough resources for a small blade? Blade. 17 iron. I don't think I had enough. 5. Yeah, we only had 5. I kind of want to make everything on iron, and I'm not sure if I have another pickaxe that's not broken somewhere to do it at this point. This could be a conundrum. Let's see. I probably have stuff to repair one, don't I? What's it take to repair this thing? This is just a simple pick. Let's look up and see if we can find another pick. I put one away, or I just have one in my inventory. Do not have it in my inventory. Let's find it. So if we can go mine some, that'll give us a Lego. Okay, there's one right there. And this one is a special one already. So, as far as I understand, get rid of that. We can come over to this iron. And this will help us have a super tool. From what I understand. We'll hope. Let's take a look. This gentleman has not come on yet to finish his expansion. It looks good. It's making progress. Alright, so is this our iron? Harvest? Yes. So let's just use this thing all up. Give us as much as we can get. Okay. Not too bad. Now, make one blade. That's pretty close. A blade. Craft. And then I want to go back down to spikes. I want to try to craft 2 more spikes. And maybe a rod as well. I don't know if it's, well, we just need, as far as I'm aware, the spike. Okay, so now make a blade. Now one more spike. And then that should give us, as long as we're not hit by a meteorite, hopefully. So one of those. Iron spike, small one. And iron spike, small one. And then the blade out of iron. And then we'll need that for a roll bender. That's why we need the roll bender. So, craft a super pick. Hopefully. Alright. There's super pick. Let's see. So I know we have one down this direction, but we also have a lot over there. So let's just start here. Let's see what we get. 31. That's actually pretty good. I'm already thinking that if this can harvest the other resources, just need to make like 20 of these or whatever it takes. Okay. So right there, whoops, we just harvested 515. Oh, look at that. The durability's high too, it looks like. Let's keep going. More. We're out? No? Alright, great. So obviously iron's not like the ultimate, resource, but that's going to give us a good start. Oh, there's the invisible. It's so weird. I'm not sure what they are. So, I think it's right over the hill here. Or over there. Or somewhere. Do I have to go all the way up there? I'll do it. I want to see if I can harvest one of those, but I thought there was a closer one. There it is, right there. Go! I was thinking I was almost going crazy there, but I wasn't. Oh, something visible again. I tell you, those darn Martians that are living here, they have underground tunnels, and they have these invisible rocks that hide the entrances. So, can we do it? We've never, ever been able to harvest one of these before. It is our ultimate arch nemesis at this point. Ooh, we did. Field spar. What is the properties of field? Feld? Not sure how you pronounce that. Melting point super high. Boiling point super high. Strength, hardness, malleability. I mean, it's good electrical and heat conductivity. Not as good as some of the other stuff we got the other day. It doesn't seem... It's a silicate, though. So that's the biggest kind of difference there that I think we're going to be looking at. What's our weight? We're just getting there. Using up a fair amount of resources, but I want to go like try another one just to see what it gives. But at the same point, we're trying to control ourselves to get close resources. So we will harvest a little bit more of this because I want silicates. How much iron did we actually get? Almost 1,000. That'll be good. I want to go back, hit that iron, or I was thinking water production would be pretty good too. Let's stick with the main task, which is making more tools and then we can harvest as much as we want. Because at this point, you know, I'm kind of getting tired of some of the tool stuff. If this is our ultimate pick for now, let's just get a bunch of materials, craft a bunch of them, and not look back. So, while we're walking, small spikes, give me my iron. Ooh, let's give me 6, 8, 8. Yeah, 8. That'll do it. Craft. Alright, so we'll have 8 of those things. That'll be amazing. I didn't even use that much resources. So, harvest. Give me all you'll give. And then once we're done with this, we could actually build... I wonder if we build every part out of iron, if it would be better as well. Maybe iron hammers? I don't know. I just want to build resources or everything out of resources that are close to me, just so I don't have to keep fighting for them. It's kind of a pain. Alright, that is crafting up. Let's go back into our hammer. A couple more. Then we need to go with the blades. We need to make 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, it seems like we're making a bunch, but realistically, by the time we just repair this stuff, or we just make, you know, double of everything and stuff, we're only making 4 picks, which, yes, is a fair amount, but it's not a ton. Oxygen getting low, energy getting really low. Not huge deals, though. We have plenty. Medium rod's the next item. Here's a medium rod. Do they take 144? Or is that just how much I have in there? I think it's just how much I have in there. Let's get moving. Just, you know, I don't really need to swap out my battery. I could. We'll just dump that in there. Let's go over. Yeah, we'll just swap it out. I want to just harvest this node 100%. And then I'll come back to it and we'll harvest more out of it next time. Definitely that's something that later on I think is going to be more and more important, is just getting our main super resources and knowing where our nodes are. Like, I know where tin is 100%. I know where iron is now 100%. So I can get those resources super easily. Let's make a rod. So 48. Man, those are kind of expensive. By the time I make 4 of them. I'm just wondering if I have a bunch of medium rods, because it just seems like I need the spikes out of this stuff. Let's go back to base, because I'm always running out of storage space, so I might as well go over there, look and see if I have medium rods. If I have a bunch of them, let's use those versus wasting. But yeah, I think I still have 1 medium rod. So let's make 1 more, or try to repair. I don't have my repair tool. So pick medium rod, the spike. Here's our iron spike. Just 1 iron spike, 1 blade. There we go. Craft that. That'll give us enough to harvest our item. Hopefully, we can get more iron. Then if we go back to base, we'll try to see if we have more iron, medium, or just medium rods. Use those for everything else, and craft up a bunch. And then we might just delete these other ones, because they're out of random materials that who knows where we have them at. We just want to simplify our lives. This is a good harvest rate though, 31. I'm sure there's even better. There has to be, maybe. Maybe we can, it seems like with the hammer, or this, like the sledgehammer, you're supposed to crush stuff into other materials. That might be able to give us, you know, even better options. Or just later on down the road is where we start, you know, with the roll bender or stuff like that. I think we should get something that's almost like a forge, and we can forge metals and really mix them together, strengthen stuff, you know, like we do. Why can't we do that on Mars? Let's take all this metal and we'll start actually manufacturing super metals out of it. Wow, this iron node is the one that just keeps on giving. Wow, I love you, iron node. I do love you. 2488. Wow, that's great. If we do that every day, we'll have a ton. I'm sure that's what he's built pretty much all of his base out of, is that just one iron node. He's probably just built the whole thing out of it. Ah, invisibility. What the heck? Whoa. Whoa, we're floating. We're like walking up. What the heck? That is weird. Look at that. I'm on top of whatever it is. Huh. That is weird. I'm not sure what it is. I have no idea. I mean, it seems like it's probably hidden rocks or invisible rocks. I'm not sure why they would be invisible, but there they are. They're invisible rocks. So, top tip, watch for invisible rocks. They'll block your travel. They're not really dangerous. They can't really fall on you because they're on the ground already. Alright, so let's start way down to the end here. We'll get this out of our hand. Medium rods. Boom, 4. That's all we needed. We're done. That didn't take long at all. We'll have a repair tool. We should probably make a new repair tool out of iron too, maybe. Okay, let's do this. Tool 5. And we're going to craft, I think, 3 at this point. So, medium rod. Just 3 is fine. The blades. And 3 spikes. Are you sure you want to delete them? No, I don't want to use them. Thank you. And there. Amazingly enough, though, we have these and they're really nice. We just burned through one already. Actually, cancel. You know, this rod, I'd like to make these out of iron. I went back on my idea. If iron is that plentiful and it's that good, I'd rather have it just all out of iron, and then I don't have to worry about it. I could just go over there and I harvest all my stuff and I make it all. And we're done. Don't worry about it. So let's make another 2 as well. We'll let these craft up. Thank you. Welcome for coming to check everything out. We're just crafting some super iron tools real quick. They're able to harvest all the materials we need. They have great harvest rates. We're making them upgraded as much as possible. I just want to make it all out of iron because I have this iron node that's close by, and that seems to be the best item to make all my tools out of. So we harvested a ton with 1 tool. So now we're just trying to make more. Wow, how expensive is that? 80 per? I have a ton. Bring that back over. Let's see. I think I want 6 spikes. Put my iron in. 120. I guess it's not 80 per. Craft those. Hopefully we have enough availability. Actually, cancel that. Alright, let's take a look. We pretty much got everything ready to go. 5. Get out the screwdriver. So, pull out the rods. I think we're just going to ditch that rod. So we have 4 rods. Yes. Let's just pull everything out. I'm getting confused and lost. I'm not sure where we're at. Alright, can we make 4? I'm not sure. No, I see just 3 blades. So let's just make 3. 3 there. Iron, just 3. the iron spikes. 3 there. 3 there. Alright, craft. So that would give us 3 complete iron items. And we want to go back and make another iron blade, which we could go on the hammer right now. Should be a small blade. Small blade. I'm not sure what that's in there for. Let's see. Here we are. Yes. Craft one of those. Incompatible input. Oh, my ability of... I thought we already made some blades out of iron, though. Greater than 8. Weird. So what did I just make my blades out of before? My small blades that I used for these picks. Iron, 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 iron spikes, iron blades. Weird. Is it now not allowing me? It's like it just figured it out. Iron. No. Yeah, I was going to say it's a malleability of 8. So it'd be greater than 7. Isn't it? Malleability 8, yes. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not sure why it was spitting it out and saying it didn't like it. Okay. Let's see. This... I'm just thinking of ditching these. Like, seriously, throwing them away. I think there's going to be a crusher item, though. And that's my only reason why I'm thinking, sometimes I want to keep stuff. It's just so if later on I need to craft stuff. Get away, screen. Alright, we'll see. Did we still have another iron rod? Yes. And an iron blade. And 2 iron spikes. Iron spikes. Put 1 there. Put 1 there. Craft 1 more. Oh, this is feeling good. I know this is such a small thing to do, but just making these straight iron items is going to save us a lot of time and effort. So we're just going to delete that one. Oh, I can just click delete. And this one, we're going to just delete it too. And is this a pure iron? Everything iron. Great. Now this one here that we have, whoops, this one is a 90% iron or 75%, whatever you want to call it. We could keep it. It's not a bad one. So let's get rid of that again. Let's just throw it in this box. I don't plan on needing it or using it anytime too soon, but we got it there when we need it. All right. This is going to be nice. I'm excited to just be able to harvest iron, repair everything with iron. We're going to try to, I think, just leave this box with iron. No, since it's got a whole bunch of other stuff in it. Oxygen, where's my iron? Here it is. We'll put it in there. Fine with the carry weight. So if we harvest definitely too much of it, we definitely won't be able to carry it all. But for now, we can do it. Thank you for coming to watch. We're harvesting some different materials, making some super iron pickaxes, and hopefully we won't have to run back and forth now to craft a lot of other stuff. We'll just stick with iron for now, since we have some nodes really close. We'll use that and nothing else. I'm sure eventually we'll mess up and we'll make something else. But for now, I want to try to stick. And that was something I was talking about yesterday. Someone else was commenting on that, saying, just go over to that one node, use it. There we go, we're flying. Oh, power at home. Super nice. So let's go back over to the iron node real quick. I just want to try to harvest all of its resources. I'm not sure at what point you can understand that it's, all depleted, and except for just mining it until it stops allowing you to mine more materials. So I don't know if it will also just recharge, like replenish more if I don't take all of its resources, or how long it takes. It's a good little experiment. I wonder how long it actually takes to regrow more iron. That's my best idea. Regrow. I don't know how else I would say it. Replenish. Oh, I was like, our carry weight's high. What do you mean? I just emptied like everything off of me. It just barely got up to 75,000, which is nothing when you have 150,000. Warn me at, 125. Wow. We might just mine this for days. Okay, this is a super node. It's indestructible. Like, I don't think we could ever break it. The coolest thing, we go like this. We have this worthless one. Let's just delete it. Get out of here. I don't want you. I said I didn't want you. Now? Yes. But pull this one in. We'll just click it. Repair. Oh, I'm thinking every single tool out of iron. That's what we need. Because every single tool out of iron means that we could just stand here all day, repair our tools, harvest more. I don't know why it's taking me so long to do that. If anyone is typing anything in chat, it did say that chat disconnected. It was unable to connect. I'm not sure if it is working now. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I see actually on Discord or on my software. Hold on a second here. Let me try to refresh it. I'm just curious why it's not liking me. Pop out chat. This might reload it. Here we go. Perfect. I can see now. Everything's working. The secret is gold. I haven't seen gold yet. Is that one of the red resources? So I'm glad I catch you while you're actually playing. I wanted to ask you a bunch of questions. Firstly, thanks so much for playing the game and taking the patience to do a bunch of stuff. I found your live show. That's too bad. The secret is gold. You should find it and build a golden base. That does sound awfully tempting. I do like the gold items. In Minecraft, I did build a lot out of gold just for fun. I haven't played Minecraft in years, but it was kind of entertaining. But is gold one of those red resources, or is it a green one like this? The red one is gold. Okay, was my curiosity. Look at this iron node. I swear it's never gonna end. Like, how much do we have on us? 2,800. How heavy are we? Oh, we're just barely getting up there. I just need a repair wrench that's also at iron now, and I could just go all day mining this one resource, it seems like. They need a select all option right here. Please develop that. Thank you. Yeah, there were, of course, now I did the stupid thing. I didn't pull it out of the inventory. There were a ton of red resources up on top of that ridge there. So eventually, definitely need to go find gold. Yeah, I'm starting to definitely realize that I need more, and that also if I just build them all out of like this one resource, it is the best thing ever. It's taken me a while, and I've started kind of just realizing it in the last little while that I'm wasting tons of time like looking around for what resource is it all out of, when I should just be coming over to this guy's hut and using it. I haven't been able to break that node. I'm a little worried about getting overweight. I'm still pretty good. But I would honestly say that if I built a base and I had a great resource like this, I might just build around it. Kind of block it off and claim it as my own. Oh, there. It disappeared. Oh my goodness. I've never seen that before. That's new. That has to be new. I hope it grows back. I've never had a resource disappear before, so maybe it's actually a thing now. Let me get back to base real quick. I don't want to be hit by a meteorite, and my radiation's getting really high. Ooh, right there. It's going to be close. But I hopefully can get inside for a little while, cool down for my rads. Seems the conductive materials is in the red crystals, are in the geodes, and the ferrous are in the green formations. At least that's how it looks to me. I agree. And then, of course, our water is just like, it looks like salt for some reason. I'm not sure why water would look like salt. I think they could have done it a little differently. I was wondering when you would find the iron node, as iron is a fantastic element to build with. Yeah, I found tin, and I really liked tin. But tin, if you remember, it's a ways away. That one's really close. I hope it will magically grow back, or that it would grow back closer to my base. That would even be better. But we just harvested 3,500. That's amazing. Now that you've gotten it, maybe now you can get a few crowbars and remove some of the tiles and sort out your base so the colors match a bit better. Yeah. Definitely, was definitely a thought of mine, that I should try to match a little bit better. Originally, when I started, I had this black center, and then I put kind of the white, and I was like, oh, I'll just do the white as kind of an outline, and it was going to be neat, but then we've expanded, and we've made it way worse. I do love the orange. I think that if I had my choice, I'd probably do like orange and green on the floor or something. I also, as I said earlier in the episode, I want to spell out like K on the wall just for fun. Why not? Spell your initials on your base. Yeah, it wouldn't be very unique then. But I don't think this is gonna be the end all base. Man, this meteor shower is lasting forever. I don't think this is gonna be the ultimate base. Who knows? We'll probably go somewhere else. Maybe not. Maybe near a bunch of iron or near all that tin. Find the gold. It's in the north, and wipe this. Yeah. So I would assume that you've probably built with gold dragon. Is it really like brighter than this orange gold? That was kind of a curiosity I had. I mean, this is a pretty bright, orange, which I do like. Not the brightest when you look at it with the flashlight, but true, it is pretty empty server. Have many bases. Yeah, there's I think I've probably run into a few different bases, but overall, they're all empty. Like this guy that's near me that was near that iron node, like his is by far the best looking. We're going to do a little exploring today. I did have that request, and I've seen some bases over in that area, but they're all, again, just nothing pretty much. Now that I have all this iron, though, I don't have anywhere to put it. Unfortunately, I'm all tapped out more or less. So I'm thinking this has a huge amount of weight to it. If we take the building tile one and just turn it up a bunch, I'm gonna try. I don't know if I dare. I have an auto clicker, and yeah, iron boxes sounds like a great idea. I mean, I feel like I already have a ton of storage boxes, and I don't need to have a million more. But at the same point, I get it too. Let's take a look. Iron storage boxes. If I remember right, for that tool we need I want to say rivet gun, but at the same time I also want to say we need the utility knife or something. Let's take a look. Pretty sure it's the Yeah. Sad. Pretty sure it's a rivet gun, which will be in a box somewhere. Probably broken, of course, so we can't do anything with it. I can't remember what the portable drill even does. Seems like we haven't used it much at all. I repaired it the other day for planning on building something. Not sure what. Here it is, the rivet gun. This should be the tool that'll give us our boxes, I think. Or I thought. I guess I'm wrong. They may end up being bigger than ones you got at the moment. Gonna have to make box out of everything, find the best material. Yeah, I have some really good materials, like this one set of boxes. You know, they carry like, or they hold like 69,000 weight or something. Whoa, we're breathing hard. I thought I just used my oxygen. Did I put it in a box? Where'd all my oxygen go? I had 20,000. Let's not die, people. Get in the box. Oxygen. There we go. So where did I just put that oxygen? Weird. That is really weird. I'm not sure what I just did it. I deleted it? Is that what I did? Oh, I had like 20,000. Dang it. That sucks. Okay. Well, at least we have some backup. That's why I collected a whole bunch. Oops. Nope, it's not the end. It was close. Water is looking like the next episode, but I have a little bit here. It's tough. Like, you're trying to make progress on all these different things, and then you just get annoyed by resources. Where's my welder? I think that's the other item I need, or the real item that's used to make boxes. I have not seen my welder. Welder, where are you? There's a soldering iron. Maybe that's what I need. That's probably the item that I make the boxes from. No, I need the box. I know I do need that, so I need that tool. Yes. You had like 30,000 juice. I was like, he's dead. Yeah, I can't believe I deleted it. I was just trying to get in and out of boxes quick and figure it all out. Stop it. The radiation is just climbing. That is going to be our problem soon. We're going to die from radiation exposure. Yeah. There is, if I remember correctly, if I hold something over, say it asks it, but sometimes I'm just so busy trying to do what I'm trying to do and make it so I can actually do it in a timely manner that it's a bit annoying. But that's why I was smart and I split my oxygen up earlier, figuring that I needed it. But I do not know. My welder disappeared. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking through all these boxes. I'm just going to look one last time. We might have to make a new welder. Unless somebody came and stole it, which is possible. Because I don't lock everything. And it's not in my inventory, I'm 99% sure. I hate that long inventory. I was hoping that just standing in here, my radiation would go down. It is climbing. Insane. I do not know why. Usually I get in here and my radiation just drops. I cannot find my welder. That is very disappointing. So let's see. Now we're at 42 rads. I was in here the other day and it was just 0. It must be that it's just super sunny out. Oh, Kevin, you pick up some lead the other day. You know that's freaking radiation lead, so make some lead tiles and maybe the rads will be even lower. Yeah, I definitely did see that and I thought about it. A lot of these tiles reduced it a ton, but it's still climbing. What's the last thing we were repairing yesterday? Is it in the repair tool? It could be in another one. It's not in this one, but I could actually have it in another. That was another thought that I did have. And I have a couple wrenches. Let's pull this wrench out. I do not think stuff should be able to be held in there. There it is. Magnetite. That's what we were looking for. Great tip. That was my thinking as well. Man, this radiation, it's going to be a serious problem soon. So, in here we do have... I was going to say, I thought we'd have our boxes. Threw it away because I wanted to build an iron one. Yeah, I do want to, but I'm a little concerned about my radiation levels right now. And if I go outside, so we're 36 rads here, at least it's getting nighttime. We're 42 instantly outside. That's great. Really great. There is... Oh, now we're having a door issue again? Oh no, I think we're having the door issue. Last time I had to demolish the base. What if I had a broken crowbar and I couldn't even... Well, we can just pick up tiles, I think. Maybe not. Interaction failed. This might be the end of it. We're stuck in the door. Crowbar. Yeah. You think... So if I look at the door jam, you're saying? Ah, yeah, that's right. We looked at it last time. The door jam was the one that did it. Alright. Let's... Oh, I'm so heavy. No, I'm not that heavy, actually. Never mind. Let's see if we can go down, pick up some resources. This is definitely... Yep, it worked last time. It worked this time. Thank you again. Without you guys, I'd probably die a lot faster than I am. Of course, I might slow down a little bit more because I'm not trying to be on camera also and trying to make it, you know, so we're making progress. That's the ultimate goal here. It just never seems like we make it. So, I think we don't have that much in resources. If we can go over through this area and gather some, it'll be good. I know that we had... Yeah, it is way more fun when you can interact. I do want to go explore down that way a little bit. We had that request from Larry. If I can gather a little bit of resources and we can just do that now, that would be great. If we don't really find enough resources, you know, we might go over there and back and check out, see if we can find some more. I know there's some stations down that way, which would be fine to also harvest from. So I'm not the most worried about it. We just definitely have to have enough stuff to make it overall. And it looks like we ditched a battery in a box too. Great. So again, we just charge up the one battery that will make it. The door and close it with tiles every time equals no bug. Yeah. True. There definitely are some little issues in the game. I mean, it's only been out. I mean, we're not even at 2 weeks. Tuesday marks the 2-week mark. So we're getting close. Oh, yeah, there we go. That'll help us. Oh, I was like, what type of a bear is sneaking up on me? Thought it sounded like something, and it was just meteorites. So I'm thinking that if they make progress like they have been, they should next week. Yeah, really good luck. They should release another update of some type. I have not read any patch notes or any updates today in Steam or anywhere. I just kind of got on here right away, went and did a couple little things just so I could try to make it so we could get everything back. Go back. Oh, right there, that pink one. Ah. You just put your welder in the box. Oh, did I? Was it this box? Yeah. I think that should not be a thing. It is a problem that I've run into multiple times. I'm just going to put everything up here. Get it out of my inventory. Do I have any food? Nope. Just top off. Oh yeah, I do have food actually. Yep. I wish stuff would stack better. And I wish that you could not ditch stuff in boxes after you pick it up. So, This might be a little ill-advised. We do have our water production machine on us and a bunch of picks. So if I do need to, I can craft some water if we get really desperate. But for Larry, we're going to go do a little exploring. And I have been down this way one other time before. It was off camera just while I was trying to gather some resources, find some materials just so I could do things a little bit quicker on camera. And the tin was that right there in front of us. That was the biggest, greatest find for us. But hopefully we can take a look around, see some other stuff. We could harvest some more of these nodes just because we can, but I'm not too terribly worried about it. Yeah, could definitely get more. I mean, eventually I hope to craft them, but until then, we just gotta find them at this point. I'm really actually kind of amazed because I used to keep my radiation level down below 30 constantly. But just recently, there has been a big change in finding radiation pills. And I'm not sure why that is or what changed about it. But it is what it is. It's a survival game. I mean, it can't be all super easy. We got to have opportunities where you go out and explore and nearly die, or you accidentally are an idiot and delete all your oxygen out of your inventory and have to scamper to find your other. I have ran out of battery power before just for a little while walking over to a charging beacon, and it does allow you to last just a little while. I'm not sure about the oxygen though. Pushing the larger crafting so less pills makes you craft. Yeah, it definitely could be the case. I used to have tons of the pills, and I used to just be the worst drug addict in the world and pop them all the time and not really worry about it. But anymore, they're few and far between, 100%. So, very different. So, I'm just going to grab a few here. We're going to head towards that big station that way. More oxygen. I know oxygen's the number one thing to find. I have never used the crafter to make oxygen because it's not needed. What is... Oh, did someone put a tile out here? That is random. A random lost tile. If anyone's looking for a tile, I found it. It's right here. Oh, there's no one around. Oh, wait, look. Look, there's someone's building. Ooh, this is, I think, new, maybe. Let's take a look. It's pretty good size, actually. And, of course, he's going for that boring, all-matching look. Oh, come on, people. You got to use like a million tiles from every sort type of resource available. All right, should we look? Should we look? Let's look. He's got a lot of broken tools. Should we repair one for him and leave it? Probably. A magnesium sphere, magnesium. So he's building everything it looks like out of magnesium. And he's smarter than we are, or at least that I am. And he's just building it all out of one material. But, looks good. It's a, get rid of that. Oh, there's another one. So this is one that I've seen before, and it hasn't made any progress on it. It's just another multicolored, high raised up box with a storage box next to it. Okay, I don't know if everyone wants to look and see. Oh, there's a battery. We could steal a battery and charge it up. It's almost dead, though. I don't really know why you'd want to build up that high. It's not like there's rock demons or anything that's going to bite your ankles. More oxygen. Alright, I think if we get 40,000 or 50,000 oxygen, we're going to stop picking up oxygen forever. Because we definitely won't need it all. It is kind of a good idea, what you're talking about, a shelf there. And it was kind of like I was saying, before. I don't know if you remember the video or whatever. I'll just say it new. Since most stuff is 3 high and I built 4 high, if I actually built out a little bit further in front of the machines with a tile, you could actually put the storage box just right above, flush with like the front of the machine. And then you don't have to worry about, wasting space of that headroom above the machine. So kind of having like a shelf more or less. Yeah, our water's low. There's some water bit right there. See, water to me and rad pills. Radiation's low now though, because it's night. Oh, I love it. Look at it. So pretty. So cool. It's amazing. I know, I keep looking at it and I keep saying the same things, but it just is. It is that neat. It is so cool. The sky, I give them an A plus for sure on it. Yeah, it would be cool. We could sort mats for that particular. Yep, agreed. Sorting would be really nice as well. So we're gonna craft probably a couple things of water just to have it. We're getting a bit low. Everything else will be fine forever, of course, except for radiation. Water is pretty. So we got 600. That'll give us 3. I think that's all we're gonna make probably, but let's see if we can get the 800. Because our machine has very little. Just one more. Alright, let's do this. If you've never seen this, this is amazing. We don't even pull a machine out to hold it. We just open it up, put the water in there. Of course, we want 800 because we're going to do 4. We didn't click 4 before. There we are. With that amount of space, can we craft 4? I don't think so, but we'll hope. 1, 2. Whoa, that was fast. We had 3 bars and it didn't even allow us to get that. Man, picky. Of course, if we had made the whole thing out of iron, we could repair it now, but we don't have that machine. Alright, let's take a look. We have a wrench. I'm not even worried about it right now. We'll deal with it if we need to get to that point. We're going to find more, I'm sure of it. So that was a question I had. So down in the bottom right-hand corner of the alert status, it showed the radiation pill, and it just ended. I was wondering if it overall would keep your radiation level lower. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's still just staying at 2, even though that kind of usage timer or whatever's depleted. So I don't know I don't know why they have the little ticker there. The ticker doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems like it ends. Yeah, NV stands for the periodical table, I think. Yeah, my wife's saying Nevada. That's what it is. NV stands for Nailoses. Holy crap! Something. It's this. I'll have to just put it in chat because it's way too long of an acronym. Namlos Venots Shop. Weird. Really long. But yeah, all that stuff, it used to be super easy to repair and to make everything out of it. But now, you pretty much have to harvest it. I'm not really sure where you harvest it exactly from, but pretty much you pick up a lot of it out of these chests. Every time you open one, there's usually a little bit in there, and that's where you get it from. And it used to be pretty plentiful, but it's definitely the weakest item that you could ever make everything out of as well. So it's definitely counterproductive, because if you're making stuff out of it, you have to go back and get more, and then you're going to have to search all these boxes. And then if you open up a box, of course, these ones have not had the raw resource in it, but you might just get a very little bit. All right, we're so close to this crystal. We're going to harvest a little bit out of it just to see what it is for the fun. I haven't been able to harvest these before, but with these cool pickaxes, we can. Olivine. Huh. What does it say about olivine? I like to just look at like the properties and stuff. Weight 1188. Hardness, strength. This one doesn't really seem like it's good for anything. Huh. Maybe the boiling point? Maybe that's just really high? So maybe you make something out of it? Huh? Livermorium is what they call envy. Yeah, I was saying envy is Namlozonvenojop. It's really weird. Probably the typical starter material. That's what goes in your sledgehammer. Oh, the item that we just got now? Ah, that'd be cool. And that's what I figured the sledgehammer was for, is for taking all those materials and reducing them or converting them into other stuff. This is kind of cool. I want to go up this. Oh, I hear another box. I don't know if it's going to be up here or somewhere else. It almost sounded like it's up on top here, which I could never reach. Oh, there's a small one. So I thought I had the lights figured out, because a lot of them, they have the pink on them. And I was thinking the pink meant that you were going to get water and radiation type pills. And I thought the green always meant oxygen. But I've been proven wrong, because a lot of green ones have just oxygen and a lot of pink ones just have oxygen. As you've noticed, we haven't really picked up anything different out of all of them. They've all been pink and that one was green. They all have oxygen in them. So my theory kind of went out the window. I was hoping there was some sort of a theory to it. And I even looked online a little bit to see, because someone was talking about it. But I haven't really seen anything that matches. So we're at this big area down here. That's where we were yesterday, is up there. We can see that tower, like right at the 50, right in the middle of the screen there. That's where we were yesterday. I hiked up to there, and we were able to look down over this area. I still think that would be a great area to build in, just because it's unique. I mean, that's all it is, of course. But restarting over, crafting new stuff, always a challenge. But good at the same point, because you can learn what you did bad or what you could do better and make, a much easier time of it. I don't know if there was any iron up there, but maybe those red resources, there's just one that's good enough that can do everything for us. I do see a couple of these. Transcribing last voice message. David reported seeing a small group outside the habitat. He wasn't able to identify them. We don't know who they are, what they were doing outside, or which mission they are part of. I know we are the new kids on the surface, so maybe this is the norm, but regulations state that all transit through occupied space be logged in advance. Should I report this? They saw aliens. Or not aliens, they saw Martians. Whatever you want to call the people that inhabit Mars. It's kind of funny because we always call them aliens or everything aliens, but we're literally kind of the aliens here on Mars. Wow, these are close. Oh, there's one more resource. I was going to say, I thought I saw one other one somewhere. I wanted to try to pick it up. Some more food. Okay, let's fill up the oxygen. So yes, even though we lost a bunch of oxygen, we pretty much refilled it all back up. So we're doing all right. We'll survive, I think. So on the map, woo. So that's where our base is, right down here, around the point. And so we've made it all the way up to there. That's pretty good. This is where I think some fun stuff will be to go into. Make a waypoint base up there. Yeah, that's another idea. Could definitely make a waypoint base for harvesting, making stuff. I hope later on there will be vehicles. Wow, definitely. Oh, look, here's a little box. Someone made the supersized box. I mean, you can live in that thing and be doing great. No water, no radiation pills. Huh. I kind of wish it would tell you, like, who made the stuff. I mean, this is just going to tell me the tile information. But it's not going to tell me, like, who. I also really want... Ooh, there's another box. I really want to be able to put signs up. It's a Martian outhouse. Yeah, that's actually... It is kind of an outhouse size and everything. Maybe that's what I need to build at my base, is just an outhouse. Oops. Gotta have an outhouse. I mean, why wouldn't you? I do wonder if I start placing... Ooh, we're flying? Lag floating? Whatever. We're going to take damage. Nope. I do wonder if you start building in some other areas, if it still counts the 2,000 tiles. I would imagine they're tied to you and your kind of name. Ooh, let's go over this direction, I guess. There's another spacecraft. I wonder if it would restart the counter and you could start building, another larger base, or if it just keeps the counter going and you have, your 2,000 and 2,000. You have enough rads, I'm sure you keep filling your suit. Enough rads. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You have enough rads, I'm sure you keep filling your suit. Yeah, I'm trying to look for some more radiation pills to lower my radiation. Not just sure where. Ooh, there's another green resource. Let's see. No battery power or anything over here. Yeah, radiation sickness, and then all of a sudden your screen goes green because you threw up on it. Vomit's ugly. Hopefully it's not doing that. Should have probably picked up some power up there, but we can go other directions. Just not seeing anything else really interesting. So I'm just thinking of probably heading back now. I want to try to keep going. While you're walking now, you can make around 6 tiles and test your theory. True. Let's grab the hammer. Did I put it away? I did put my hammer away. I don't have... I could hit up some boxes. Usually the boxes have an emergency screwdriver in them. So let's do that. Let's hit up some of these boxes, I guess. I do need power too. It's a long walk up there. I'm just going to head down that direction or over to the right. I think there's a power station there. Hopefully we'll be good. Definitely would be nice if you could also lock some things in your inventory just so you're not accidentally removing them. But also I think that, you shouldn't be able to put stuff back into the boxes. It just doesn't seem the most realistic in some ways. I mean, it does and it doesn't. See, there's the NV23 out of there. So it did seem originally like the resource to get, but now not so much. I did see that one little box there. I want to go pick it up. We'll see how bad the power crunch gets. Start freaking out and going crazy. It's because it's getting real. Radiation has pretty much stayed the same. I was hoping we could drop it down, but radiation rads are going back up. We're at 3. We have been at 2 the whole time. Okay, there you go. It would just be nice to go away or get back down to about 25-30%. Then we could start building back up, not have to worry about it so much. Yeah, the radiation warning again. Hello, Stormy Seas. Welcome. Glad you could come check out everything. We're doing a little exploring. We went up to the north, kind of eastern lean area direction. Pretty much just direct north, though. Alright. We're running low on power, though. We have made some super tools that will not break and be easily repaired, which is nice. So I think we're going to start trying to craft everything. Also, a great experiment is going to be to go back and see if that iron node has come back. I'm actually a little... Well, I can always put a waypoint. I was like, where is our base? So you can click. Why does it want to click there? That is weird. Huh, you have to click way below it. There we are. So that's our waypoint. That's big. Wow. Hopefully it's in the right place too. Yep, there's our iron right there. Or not our iron, but our tin. So we should be able to go this way and get back. I'm thinking before we make it all the way back there, though, we need to go charge up some power. And I think right there in front of us is the power station recharging unit. So we'll do that on our way back. That is amazing how big that waypoint is. Definitely hard to miss that. I would expect it to be a bit smaller. So 750 meters. So we probably traveled, I don't know, 2,000 meters total going here and back, probably 3,000. It's a pretty long little trip. It would definitely be nice if we had some sort of a rover or item that we could just travel the distance maybe 3 times the speed. Even 2 times the speed would be great. I mean, I'm just sprinting constantly. It seems sometimes that I just start walking and I just totally forget to sprint because there's not that big of a distance difference between them. It's just a little bit, but definitely not a lot. All right, there's our power station. We'll have a few more resources that we can pick up here. If we do find an emergency screwdriver, I want to try to craft a tile. Open. More oxygen. Great. Ooh. More oxygen. Yeah, it's just what I wanted. Let's see. Let's just hit this box up here. Then we'll charge the battery and start walking back. Bar. At least you will get back to base with low raz than when you left. Yeah, I did collect a couple. Just barely. I mean, it won't be that big of a difference. Charge. Huh. I think we're lagging because we're not charging right now. Must be. Oh, yeah, that box disappeared. Now we're going to charge? Nope. Let's try. Yeah, I can't pull out my hammer or tools. So, I have the welder, the rivet gun. I don't have a hammer on me. We could go over to that guy's tile machine and try to craft a tile, but I don't know if it's that worthwhile. Come on! At this point, I just want to keep moving, but I know I'm just going to get rebounded back here as soon as the lag's done. Well, I was thinking, while I was talking about it earlier, that I wouldn't mind seeing if Steam actually had anything new listed. So let's just pull this up real quick. Community, home. Is there anything new listed? Oh, I do see something's moving. So this was the 25th, so it's been a couple days. We haven't had anything new roll out. So we're still just a couple days ago. Hopefully there will be some new updates this week. It might take a little while, might not be till this weekend. You know, it just is as it is, I guess. But we would always like updates to come constantly, but it's just life. I haven't really seen anything else online about them saying updates. You know, I do try to check out their Facebook and, of course, here through Steam community. That seems like would, you know, at least that was where I would imagine they would update most of their stuff at as fast as anything else. We're gonna try to keep moving here. We'll see how long we'll go until it either rebounds us back or just magically decides to drop us dead because we don't have enough power. Hopefully, though, things will work sooner or later, and we'll just keep going. Let me pull back up the chat. Red code can be. I feel them. Net code can be a pain. I feel for them. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more into all of this than I think a lot of us would know or think. I mean, it's not just as simple. And I mean, the whole, the whole point of problems is that they don't know what it is or something is clashing with it. It takes a long time to actually go through every little bit of code, all the details, and then try to actually reproduce it and then try to reproduce actual fixes to make it all work and actually come out with an update that then is not also going to clash and crash with everything else that they've already done. It's definitely a process that is not simple, takes a long time. I've still been looking out for crater areas because that's where you're supposed to be able to find the rock type looking resource is in craters. I have not seen any in this area. I'm thinking that if we go on the map maybe further south or into this area, that might be the best idea. Ooh, actually, if I go back right there, see that spot right there? That looks like a crater to me, like maybe a big one. Maybe all these spots, actually. It's hard to say, though. They look different than up here. That might be the fun to explore in D5. B1? There's a big crater. Yeah, that's a huge one right there. It's just a little ways away. If that's 800, and we went further today, it was another like 800-ish or something. That's a long ways away. Danger alert, danger alert. If the lag would just fix, we'd try to fix the danger alert. We'd solve our problems. Maybe. Maybe not. Can we open a box? Nope. This seems boring now, walking all this distance, but the unfortunate part is we're going to have to do it again. So the waypoint, I put it right, I guess I did put it out in front of our base. And so I put it right on the base, I thought, but it was kind of hard because you're clicking. Right there. Right there. Still not even close to on the base. That was weird. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh my goodness. That's the right zoom, but we could never see it anyways. I wish this worked better. It seems like this would be a simple thing, but it's not. Are the invisible objects that I keep hitting? I've wondered that same thing. There is gold over there. Fingers crossed your battery's in zero when it catches up. It is a concern of mine. I mean, we were at a battery charging station though, so I'm hoping that we'll just zip back there. We can just charge it. I plan on trying to stand over here next to the battery charging station. The bigger problem that I have is that if we get kicked out of the game, then for when you're loading up, it's consuming a lot of resources, and it seems like that can take a long time to catch back up to you, and you might just die straight out of that as well, just when you're trying to load up and get back in the game sometimes. So it is what it is. It would definitely not be fun to lose my resources that I have on me. I mean, we would definitely should have put some. I should have put some of these picks in the boxes versus walked off with all of them. Live and learn. We're still living and learning. Hopefully, though, we can just get back. See, there's one of our invisible rocks or whatever it is. Can we jump up on top of this one? Oh yeah, we're floating. It's not a very big one. Too bad I can't pull out my pick. I've tried it before, actually, now I'm thinking about it. So yeah, see, we're definitely lagging big. We can't even see the charging station. Is that weird? Why can everything else load in, but the charging station's disappeared? That is an odd one. Not sure why that's specific. Alright. Ooh. We just changed time of day, I guess. I was like, ooh, we fixed. But no, it's not. Yeah. Guess you wouldn't find out if you could loot your own corpse. Oh, we're back. I think. Yes. Okay, we're back here. I think we're back to going. Whoop. Whoop, maybe. What the heck? Can we just jump? Stopping? No, okay. Doesn't like me over there. Just give me battery. What? It pulled me all the way back here. I'm but the power level has not gone down yet though, which I'm looking at. So I don't know if we like lagged and then we're lagging right again. I have noticed after big lags, usually it'll lag just for a touch. Okay, there. It just went down 1%, so we should be fine now. No. That's kind of cool looking. Looks like an aurora borealis kind of look. That is really cool. That almost is as cool as the night sky. Okay, battery power went down another percent. Give me power. What the heck? I know this is a stupid thing to do. I'm just trying to do something here. What the heck? I mean, we're losing power. We're losing resources. I cannot access anything. Can we try eating? Can I try putting anything in the inventory? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I worry about. For some reason, it's either lagging and now it's catching up, but it's still using resources, doing everything. I don't even think if I made it back to base, I could build a storage box or put anything in it. Can I open one of these? Nope. Yeah, radiation's climbing. Resources are using. We're having troubles getting up onto the platform there for some reason, but we can go around the back side of it. 27. Press E. I'm pressing E. Resume. Alright, before I die, I want to go back to the main menu real quick and just try logging out and logging back in, because at this point it's getting really low. There is a good possibility that we will just magically drop dead. And it's a survival game, but I've made it this many days so far. I feel like if I died, it'd be a huge waste. Wow, it's not even wanting to exit the game very well. Game, why are you being so cruel and mean? Alright, let's see if we can get back in. Hope we can survive this. Of course, now the server doesn't want to pull up either for a moment, but usually it takes this long to load them all. I'm not sure why specifically. It's not like there's that many. Yeah, I may run for one of the other chargers. I'm just not believing hard enough. Is it like a fairy? I need to clap my hands. Or maybe some of the locals have tampered with the machine and it won't charge up my battery. Come on, load, Rokh. This is why I definitely try to get into the game, get everything going, try not to have any crashes before I bring everyone in to watch, because this isn't the most exciting part. Alright, but see, this server has had pretty good ping, everything else. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Usually it's even better ping than this. But lots of availability if anyone wants to come and play. Magic pixie dust, yeah. Elven magic pixie dust. That's some advanced stuff. There's so much of the map though to explore. I mean, honestly, we've only explored this little bit. There definitely needs to be some pretty amazing stuff out there. So the other thing, we've figured out wiring. I don't mind the loading, it's just part of the process. Yeah, I understand. I definitely, wanted to try to be as good as possible for everyone though. One of the things that I want to figure out eventually is piping. I know that we have electricity and wiring, but at some point there's gotta be piping, and we're gonna run pipes for liquids, and who knows. It'll be kind of interesting to see that process. Wish your PC would run this kind of game. Yeah, I hear beeping. See, like right now, I can't even play, but my system's beeping. It's telling me that we're running low. All right, charge. Ah, look at that. It fixed. Radiation is climbing, though. That whole entire time, though, while we're out, everything is processing and running and going and using resources, and we're not even in the game. I'm not even playing. Don't use my resources and kill me off before I can even do anything. Well, radiation is going to climb again. I'm sure it'll be high into the 70 pluses by the time we get back. But yeah, I mean, running PC wise, I built my PC like 6 years ago now. I built it a long time ago, so it's a pretty old computer system. But at the time, I picked top grade parts to build it, and that stuff lasted me forever almost. I mean, not forever, but it forever in computer terms. I mean, computer age, yeah. A couple years later, all that stuff goes out and it's old. At this point, I did just recently buy a new video card, and I have not installed yet. I bought a new solid state hard drive that I'm going to be installing and redoing on my computer soon as well. So there are a couple little things that I'm making tweaks to change stuff, but to give you an idea, like they're on the 7700 series of the i7 processor. Mine's a 2700, so I'm back a lot of generations on just processor power and a lot of other stuff. But I do overclock my processor to help it, keep up a little bit more. The new 1070 video card that I run is amazing. I was running a 6950 to give you an idea. Way older than anything that you probably are aware of, but super, super old processor. But I also had overclocked it, or that video card. I had also overclocked the video card and was just pretty much pushing it to the max and trying to get everything going. There's a game called O2 Oxygen Not Included. Yeah, my friend plays Oxygen Not Included. It reminds me a lot of this game with like all the crafting and all the stuff. And they do the wires and piping and gas venting well. I'm sure this game, is going to have the same. Yeah, that I'm sure they're going to have something pretty similar to that on here. Watching Oxygen Not Included is something that reminds me of a lot of the crafting and the setup and all the different stations and all the different stuff. I'm looking forward to the massage bed. I mean, if that comes out on here, I mean, count me in. I can't see my guy in third person, but I'm sure he would like a massage. He's been walking an awful lot today. It'd be great. Yeah, the 250 GT. Yep, it's an old system too as well. Rust and Arc play smooth as silk. Yeah, I do Arc, and soon we're going to be starting a new series of Arc. I've been playing for a long time. I have a ton of hours in Arc, and it's getting a bit old, but I still do enjoy it, and I want to play some more of it. And I hope that if you guys are interested in Arc, I try to show some tricks and some stuff that I've kind of learned along way many hours I've spent into it. And we're going to play out some new mods on the server, which I've never played with before. So it'll be fun to see exactly how that works. Before, I was definitely suffering a bit with everything, and I was not recording videos because of my lack of video card processing, but now it's a lot better. Let's see. I see you do the wires, and so I am confident that you will do the pipes too. They don't forget the gas vents and splitters. Yep. I'm hoping that conveyor belts and the welder is a block that you can attach to your floor machines to automate them. Yeah. Heck, build me a conveyor belt all across this darn sandy beach. we could travel a whole thing in a blink of an eye. It could be like the airport. We'll just run along them, and it'll speed up the process of getting from one place to another. I can barely run Arc, but with everything on low, I can run it. Yeah. You know, I I played Arc for a long time, with my old video card, and I just, you know, tried to push it, and I ran everything on medium pretty much, except for my view distance on high, just so I could try to see stuff a little bit better. But it took a few videos and watching some other people and looking at like how crisp and good things looked, and I was going, wow, there are some availabilities for how good it could actually look. And then getting finally my new video card and putting it in there and getting everything going and doing all the updates on it, and then running Arc and actually looking at a normal good server. Some servers are having some issues right now with everything looking like crap, but once you do get everything dialed in and get a nice system, it can actually look good, and it still is not perfectly optimized at all. It still has a lot. Oh no, we just hit the wait mark. Ugly. I can barely run Arc. Yeah, Arc was great, but when it came out, but now it is a totally different game with all the stranger creatures. It would have been better if they let the players do the gene splicing. You're growing another eye. Yeah, I'm going to be getting close. Probably about 90. That's where the other eye is going to come in. I'm going to ditch this stuff because it is a waste for now. Medium rods. Sorry, my dog's sneezing in the background. Bless you, puppy dog. Okay, we can move again. They really need to add stack splitting for this. Oh yes, 100%. I know that there is some stuff for it that you can do by holding shift, and you can do it at a certain point, but you have to type in always exactly how much you want to do. Those are just little tweaks. They should be pretty easy for them to make. I'm not sure if we're just going to be able to hang out in our building for a little while, or what we're going to need to do to bring our radiation down. See, it says the rads is only 6, which to me is not very high. I mean, I've seen, like, before we saw the other earlier, before we left, it was like 30 rads. Yeah, I could see everything climbing a lot more, but I could see us actually going down in radiation if we're, at this sort of a level. Oh, look at that. We went up to 43 in here. Is it because of the lead that's in the boxes over there, or something else that's radioactive? Or is more rads better? I thought less would be better. Now I'm curious, like what is making it? I did bring some resources in. What is making it so bad? Rad's bad, lead good. Maybe I need to make lead boxes so then I can have everything that goes in them be a lot safer. Is it this? Can we ditch resources, and is that gonna save us? I'm not sure. I'm thinking one of these has to be radioactive 0, radioactive 0, radioactive 0. Copper should be 0, 0, 0. Huh. Lead repels radiation. Yeah, I have some lead, but man, we're running out of water again too. Crap. And we broke our machine. We need to make a whole new machine. Oh, this is starting to get to crunch time. Really bad crunch time. Not sure where all our picks went to as well that we made. That is really kind of weird. We have 2 there, but we made like 4. Alright, I also think that the food, if you take some of the food in, it should give you availabilities for, water as well. Like, they have fruits, why would the fruits not? Alright, there's a battery, let's grab that. You are a repair wrench. This could be a bad time. Or, you know what? It could be a good time to die. Maybe the high radiation level go, your radiation level near can grow glowing. Yeah, maybe then we can just see at night. Material basically is better as protection. Yeah, in some ways, I almost do want to die just to check out like that. See, here's our lead. We didn't get like a ton of it. So I have a wrench on us. Let's see if we can even get close to repairing this thing. I have no idea. There's too much to it to build a new one. Lucifite. Oh, I doubt we even have any of that. Would be a nice like pull option. Oh, there's 54 of it, but I think that's way too little. Oh yeah, wow, we're really... and heavy? Ooh, that's a heavy option. Can we pull... we're just way too full. Get rid of that. Okay, I got the message. E. Can we split some of it in there? Maybe like 1,500? Get rid of this. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind trying to die and just seeing what happens when we come back. Where we end up. Because there's no way I can repair this water tool. I can go look for water. But there's no way that I could repair this thing at this point. The only unfortunate other part is that I'm pretty much out of storage space. Oh, you can split stacks. Yeah, if you hold shift, you can split stacks. So if I take all this iron and put this in here, I need to do math. This tool only holds 59,000 though, so cancel. If we go into this tool, we do unlimited. And we go, I just have 2035, divide that by 22. So I can do 92.5, so 92 times 22. So that's 2024. Oh, that's pretty much all of it. So let's try it, 2024. Yes. Okay, so that ditched that resource. Okay. Now, if we can grab this out of here, put our oxygen in here. How heavy is oxygen? Holy cow. That oxygen must be really heavy. Yes. Yes. Wait, no power in your machine? It should have power in the machine. I'm not sure why it wouldn't. Let's get rid of this. Just want to try to delete some materials here, and then I'm honestly thinking of dying just so I can try restarting this. Like, how much is it going to take to get things going again here? Suit batteries. We definitely want those. Let's get rid of these, I guess, as well. The tools are really important. I'm going to use that tank for something. Here's like more picks. I swear they were missing before. Water. Okay, let's just max this one out as much as we can. Wrench. Oxygen. I really want that oxygen though. If I die, I want that oxygen really badly. So this has all our iron in it as well. Can we take? No, we can't even. Well, this is 59,000. We should be able to go over to our tool here and then type in the same amount of iron. 2024. There we go. That didn't use half of it actually. So put more iron in, pull it out. 4257 divided by 22. It's 190. Wow, it's a lot of tiles. 190 times 22 is 4180. Let's see if we can do that. 4180. Wow, we can store that much in there. That's crazy. Okay, now can we go back here and put our oxygen? Yeah! We're making it somewhere. Oh, come on. Ugh. Okay, yes. Go in there. Go in there. Can I put the last little bit of iron in there too? Wow. Can we put oxygen in there? Pull it out? Can we put our battery out too? I'm just curious now. Overweight. Wait, did that already say it's like 72,000 pounds overweight? Weird. Somehow I got way more weight in there than I should have been able to get. 26. Can we put our battery? Okay. We're gonna die. We're gonna do a test here. We're just ditching a couple little items, which we'll still try to go over here. Oh, this one's that maxed out one. This one. So at this point, our radiation, everything's just going crazy, and I can't find any water. So I might as well try this and see what happens. This could be the end of the series, though, in a bad way. But I should be able to come back. I don't know. I mean, I've never experienced this before. So we're getting colder. Map is where you get. So there's nothing. There is a spot buff. So we have no buffs at all. Where you can like open your helmet. I think you type like helmet. Good test, see how long it takes to die. Yeah, it's actually taking a lot longer than I expected. I mean, we're out of oxygen, out of power, almost out of water. We're getting a little bluish here. Now we're suffocating. I thought we were suffocating earlier. Oh. So we can respawn at blind point, new character, or main menu. If it does restart you, you have learned so much you can zoom along. Yeah, but I want to get back into my building, of course. That's the biggest thing. And actually, trying to remember, I can't remember if I called myself Kevin or Dedesis. I go by two different names. I'm pretty sure I just named myself Kevin. When I looked up, it said Kevin. I guess main menu? The game crashes. That's what happens when you die. The game crashes. That is funny. That that is really interesting. But I guess that's a good question. If you die, are you just done? Like, can you not repick back up your stuff? Yeah, possibly lost building ownership, but you know the best part about it? We have complete access to get into all those boxes and all those machines. We can get all of our stuff since nothing is actually locked to us, which is kind of weird. I mean, there's nothing that really says that I can't just go back in there and pick up all my stuff and do everything. Um, I mean, I wish there was, more that I could have done there to find more water when I was out, or that darn stupid machine could have crafted more than two things of water or one thing of water, whatever it crafted while we were out walking around. But yeah, you just can't build, demolish it though. And we'll see. I'm curious. I'll probably name. I'm pretty sure I was just named Kevin. So I'm going to name myself Kevin again, and we'll see if I can go back in and if it just lets me continue, or if you literally like have to start over. I'm kind of curious. There definitely is enough stuff or enough learning process that do you have do you have to set a home respawn point like a bed or computer or something? So like when you saw there after I died, it had like a thing where you could like reactivate a point. But as far as I understand, on all the official servers, that's not a thing. They don't let you kind of have like a point to respawn at. You don't really have that option. Yeah, I could move up to the mountaintop if I was so desirous to, as well. I mean, it wouldn't be a far fetched idea at all. Oh, it sounds like I'm dying again, actually. Weird. It actually sounds like we're back. We're dying before we're even getting into the game. That's hilarious. A head wound this time somehow. Huh. That's really weird. See, this respawned at blind point, but it says blind points are not enabled on this server. It seems, or a bind point, not a blind point, a bind point. This seems like it would be a spawn point that you would set up for yourself, but on official servers, it doesn't seem to be a thing. I'm gonna guess new character because if we keep spawning in the same way, we're gonna do it. But see, you survive for 0 days. I don't really understand that either. How did I, just survive for 0 days? It doesn't seem to have made sense to me. We definitely made it more than 0 days. Okay, loading up. This looks like the original load or join in. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it saved my character's name. Huh. It might. So in Ark, the survival game, you can die and obviously regain all your health, food, water, everything right away. Or you can spend all the time making sure you have food and water and, getting all those resources and carrying them around all the time. It honestly might be better in this game if you get up too high to just die and kind of restart. But we'll see soon enough when I go back if I can just keep building on my base or if I can't. But this way, I should have 0 radiation, which will be really nice. Hey, I like this spawn point. It's like right back where we should be. Since we're over here, we'll grab a couple resources. And the other thing is, we actually gained a whole nother battery with this, doing this as well. So it could be a way, if you don't want to craft yourself a bunch of batteries, you could literally just die a few times, put your battery in a box. Look, there's radiation pills. How nice of them to give us a couple. You could just use that as a resource or a method of getting more batteries, more materials. Especially if you could harvest the screwdrivers. I don't think they're going to give you much, but... So yeah, we're still just Kevin. It's all the same. Zero radiation. That's awesome. I mean, I like survival type games and stuff where it definitely is a much greater loss if you die. Oh, look, there's our body. We can loot our body. That's got to be us. That's weird. That is interesting. Huh. So we can loot our body, actually, it looks like. There's nothing on us because we took it all off, but that's interesting. You can't... I mean, I look like I just stuck my head in the sand, tried to kill myself by sand. But interesting. I had no idea. This has actually been a pretty good exploration of the death. So we can open our building. So I know I should be able to open all the boxes. That's not a problem. I have no power. You are right. That is weird. So what happened? Did we lose a wire? So I have this wiring going down, and I put this tile here, but I still had power the other day. So why would I have no power now? Because yeah, my power comes down there. It should just come down, no problem. And it was working just the other day. Why is my power... Can I lock or unlock my door? That's a great question. I'm just curious about this. Why I have no power now when I have a system. Okay, so close the door. Give me options for door. Lock. Unlock. Alright, well, so as long as you call yourself the same character, you're just fine to die and restart over. And... oh man, I kind of want to do it again. Alright, if anyone would like me to die again, there's a helmet option. You can hit H, and it asks you, are you sure you want to open your helmet vents? Are you sure you want to open your helmet vents? Wires missing on left side of the machine. Oh. Yeah, I do see that one, but I wonder why that would even matter. I don't know if it was missing before or if I do need that one. Good point. I hope they're not like deteriorating. I built wires. Coils. At least at one time I had a whole bunch of wires built. Let's just see if we put that one wire back. There's wires. Yeah, but honestly, now I got 5 batteries. We're living life. That's amazing. Because yeah, actually thinking about it, you start off with 2 batteries. So if we killed ourselves and we regain all those batteries, we actually gain a lot of batteries, a lot of availability. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing to place. Oh, it's a mess. The mess, I just let, oh, there it was. Oh, go back. There it is. Oh, it changed color a little bit. Did you see it? I wonder if that is our sign. Okay, check it. No power. Weird. Oh, I don't know why. Probably best not to push it. Might spawn you across the map. Yeah. I mean, you get to select, you know, I get to select this square you know, when I spawn, I select this square, and it's going to drop you always at, you know, one of these stations that it's inside here. So that's, you know, definitely a common one. The pipeline right here would be another common one. Does it need repairing? I don't think so. I don't know if I've used the darn thing that much. Alt-E? No, everything's looking great. Kind of have to like click and go, then scroll quickly over or slide quickly over here to be able to move anything. It's kind of a weird, because you click and if you go over it just disappears, but if you click and then try to get over real quick, you can get it to then access it. You have to do it like 3 times. It's kind of weird. So there's just 0 energy. Weird. I don't know why. Let's. Now I started a new conundrum. Alt E. There we go. Energy supplied 0. Energy capacity. So is it literally 0 energy that's applied to it? There's energy in it. Alt E. Energy generation max, energy generation minimum, current energy 19.5. We are at nighttime, so it's of course less. Still pretty. So if we're getting like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, we should be getting 100 out of it. Let's try. I think we already did a square one and like everything here that we could possibly do. See, it's not giving me any other options, so we've done everything. So let's go underneath. As far as I know, I've done a square one there. Maybe I need to do it here too. Can I get around this machine? Ugh, I cannot. Cannot get around the machine. On the great. Okay, so we did that there. There we go. Okay, so we did a square one, which would be a pass-through, plus one there, so that'll help feed power, and then it'll go all around there, and then we have that there. Okay, I've never seen that snap point before, but we'll just put one there. Let's just check it real quick. No energy still. You know, I like everything to try to work. I know, it sounds crazy, right? Okay, now we should just have to do a square one. So that should pass through extra. Now, just because we're here and we're thinking this is crazy, not working, just want it to work. There. Okay. There, we tied in a little bit extra in a little different ways. It does not seem like there's some magic to it at some point. I still don't think it's powered. Weird. More wires equals less power at the end. I don't think... Are you sure or not? Because I've never had problems with power before. It's always been powered. I'm not sure, and I haven't even changed any wiring. The wiring I just added now was a change, but other than that, I mean, it just magically one day it's not working. It's just weird. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's not powered up or working. It might be because I've overweighted it. Could that be something to do with it? No, I didn't even get close to overweighting it. I could have put all the tin in here. That's kind of amazing to look at, actually. And that might be also another great opportunity, is just some of these resources. Instead of worrying about putting them all in a storage box when we can't have the weight, why don't we just put it all in here? So yeah, there's 6,000. So if we go 6,204 divided by 22, that's 282 tiles exactly. Yeah, we can put all that in there. 6,204 exactly. Boom. Yeah, not even close to hitting the weight capacity. So yeah, that's our ultimate storage box, even if it's not even working. Is the charger working? And might it not charge because it's night? It should still, like, as we looked at the solar panel, they need a ramp. Let's take a look at another solar panel over here. We looked at that one. Click, go over. See, this one's current energy is 13 right now. Okay. So then we can go over here. Click. This one's 13. Because it's nighttime. They don't produce as much during night as they do during the day. And it would be registering something down there. Because we had 19 earlier when it was still a little bit. So this one's current energy is 19. So this one's producing somehow a little bit more. Not exactly sure why. But these are all producing the same. That one's producing the 19. Yeah, okay. Is the charger working? Maybe it's not. Yay, you got 32 something with your first one solar panel, one charger setup, adding wires, and power dropped to 19. Each wire has a resistance and conductivity based on material used. They like their real world similarities. Yeah, I definitely agree. But as I was saying, for some reason, I did not change anything at all in my last videos. I had, at daytime, I had 150 almost out of this setup. So I'm not sure why I have 0 now. I changed nothing. There was the update, I think, happened. And I've used the machine, I think, a little bit to make some tiles. But other than that, nothing changed. And now it seems to have 0 power, which we see up there. It should at least be registering 60 at a bare minimum. But during the day, it's never had problems before. So I'm not sure why I'm all of a sudden having a random power issue. Energy supplied 0. See, this is saying 0 as well. So what in my grid changed and made it break? I mean, there's still power in here, and I don't know if I really want to pick it up and move it, because I still want to have the power. But, yeah, I guess it seems like when I come here and I check how much power I should be putting out, it gets close to, I've never done it, checking exactly, but yeah, I just don't understand why there's 0 power here. There should be power. Should be power easily. I don't know. No idea. So for now, let's move on to other things. I mean, can't stay here forever. Oxygen, we got plenty of that. So I want to rebuild some stuff, obviously, out of iron. Make things better. So, let's see. We have some iron here. We'll have more in the other boxes. Let's grab our crafting tools. We have a new emergency screwdriver, which is great. We have a repair tool. We'll see if we can grab just a little bit of oxygen, like 6,000. And if you haven't noticed before, I think when it, no, I was gonna say when you like hover over something or whatever, it said like hit shift for transferring, but I don't see that now. It usually says it right up around here or here, just when you're in, I think, your inventory. No, it doesn't show it there either. All right, back in. I think we need a box. Well, no. Let's see. Just looking for crafting tools. There's our hammer. We need one of those. And that's all there. Stop with the flashlight. The drill. We need that. The welder. We'll need the soldering iron. We'll need the rivet tool. Let's just grab all of it. Just grab all of it and we'll have the availability to craft everything we can. See, the energy regulator I thought would help kind of with the wire transfers and stuff, but hasn't seemed to do anything either. So, a new crafting tools. Well, I'll try to just make it all out of the same items. We can make hammers, which would be a good idea. Haven't made any of those for a little while. So, we need rods. Let me grab my notepad. Let me check here. Yeah, that's the only thing that it did change, that I changed, is I put this bigger unit down. And I haven't even tried to run any power to it. So, how that changed anything, I mean, there's that little bit of wiring up above there, but I did that. So if I did a drop down tile or anything, I could power it the same kind of off the roof, or, you know, if I do one off to the left here, maybe it would power it. I don't know if you have to power off the floor or if you could power off the side. The power really doesn't make sense. I would appreciate it if they might put like a power plug somewhere, or if it had a little bit of a tether distance that you could put then maybe your power all in the ceiling and it could just tether down to it. Some way or some explanation of power would be nice. It kind of makes me a little concerned of the piping when we start running piping, if it will be simple or not at all at this point. So, grab my notepad real quick because I want to write down some of these things. I want to start with a better hammer first off, because the hammer is going to be everything. So, hammer. Ooh, pull that back out. So, to make our super hammer, we need a small rod, small bar, small spike, and if we can, a small sphere. It'd be nice to make a couple of these. So this says it's made in the hammer. These are all made in a hammer. To make a hammer, you need items made in the hammer. Doesn't really make sense, does it? But whatever. That's where you just gotta collect those items and craft them. Now we can craft them. So I think I only needed one of each. I didn't look. Yes, one of each. And they're all smalls. So we'll start with small rod, and I'm gonna need more iron, of course. Let's grab some more. I'm not sure if I can split this stack though. Oh, I can. Wow, that's nice. It's probably gonna mess up because it won't like me. Oh, we just crashed the game right away. That's weird. Definitely did not like that. Yeah, just please no arc power boxes. Now the power boxes in arc work somewhat. I mean, S Plus works a lot better, the modded version. If you've ever tried the S Plus, they have like flexible wires now, and then the wiring through panels and stuff. There are some neat things that they've been doing and making better. But yeah, if you've ever played Conan, I have it down here on my board. Conan had some of the best like harvesting, placing. It had some of the best of everything. It would be really neat. We're gonna check that iron deposit. It's definitely on my list. But yeah, I think that is a new bug that we just found right there, where if you try to take some materials out, and then of course it does not match its 22 or whatever your crafting item, that it definitely is gonna crash on you. See, and that was also my question. So Stormy, like you said, if the solar panels next to each other make an auto connect, the machines should theoretically do it as well. I would think it makes sense in my head. I don't know though. We'll see. You know, should be able to put lines of them there, and they would all get the same amount of power. But then the problem is if one needs 100 and another one needs 100, if you're trying to power up two machines and use them at the same time to craft, will they not be able to craft, or will it just see 100 across the board and say we're okay? I don't know. Yeah, I like the S plus stuff, and I like hiding like my pipes and everything. But it kind of sucks sometimes if you put it at low levels and then you're like swinging a sword around for fun, and then all of a sudden it's like you lost power to half your base. It's because you made invisible a pipe or a wire, and then you just smashed and destroyed it, and all of a sudden now you got to go back through and rebuild everything. Oh, at least the server's still here. I really dislike it. See, like server 28 crashed recently, and now it's still offline, but server 29 is still here. So yeah, there's definitely some stuff that'll be improved upon in this game, and hopefully, I do have the goal of going back through the wiring and trying to pull it all up and see if it will just work off of one wire. If I can just run one wire now, and magically everything will run better. Originally, I tried it. It wouldn't work. Just one wire wouldn't run anything. It just sat there and it didn't do anything. So I had to run multiples. And then at that point, I was like, well, let's just run a whole bunch and hopefully everything will keep running and working and just keep being better as it goes. We might have hit the point where it's made it worse, though. I don't know. Been kicked from the lobby. It doesn't want me back in. It sees awesome greatness being made with iron, and it's like, you shall not make iron materials to make super iron tools. Where is everyone from? I would assume a majority of everyone is from the US. Is anyone in an odd area, or is anyone out of the states? I've said it before, I'm in the state of Utah, down in south, or down in the southern area. We have a lot of area that looks exactly like this. A lot of sand, a lot of red stone. I'm originally from Seattle, Washington area, though. Oh, you're from Ohio? Nice. I like Ohio area. It's all you keep finding bugs. Stop it. We got too much work already. Oregon. As I said, I used to live in Washington, so I've been to Oregon many times. I just took one trip out to Ohio a while ago. I went to Warren, Ohio. I actually started in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then drove all across everything all the way up to Chicago area. But a side note, and maybe if you've looked in my channel to see some of my videos, I keep stingrays, freshwater stingrays, and out there in the Ohio area and the Chicago and all those states, they're really popular, and that's usually where I ship. I would say probably 75% to 90% of my stingrays is out to people and hobbyists in those areas that keep them and have them as pets. So I finally made a trip out there to visit family in Pittsburgh, but then a lot of customers and friends that I've just made over the years. I'm in Lima, home of the M1A1 Abrams. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we moved to Utah. Well, all my family moved to Utah here, but mostly moved out here for a lot of the sun. get away from a bit of the rain. It's been wonderful here. Been enjoying it a lot. But now we're going back to Mars, to the real world, or the fake world, however you want to look at it. But no, thank you guys for tuning in, staying tuned to the channel and the videos. I appreciate it. Even if you don't like my ugly multicolored building. It's got character. Did it fix itself magically? Nope. Alright. Well, seems like we're over here crafting stuff. It's like we backed up. I do see right now my buddy Obadiah is logging online. He's been away for about a week at a wedding and stuff, so he's going to come back and see the building. He's going to be like, holy cow, things have changed. Yeah, we've been busy working here. So let's try to make... Oh, we didn't even get our... No, we did. Look, we got a whole bunch of iron out of there. Huh. Something worked, or it backed us up. That's weird. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. So let's try to make 2 here. Hammers. 3 hammers? Okay, 3 hammers. You guys convinced me. 3 hammers would be a good idea. I would totally move to Mars and no problem. It's a blast. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if I'd move to Mars yet at this point. It seems kind of boring, maybe. But there is no snow and there is no rain as of yet. I have seen a dust cloud or 2, but that's about it. Alright. Hammer. Hopefully this hammer will survive making all these items. It might be better just to make 1 super hammer. We'll see. Might be a bad idea, but we don't have that much to craft. I don't know. I'm redebating this. I just want to make 1, then I'll go back and make the other ones. So the spike is the next thing. Small spike. Here it is. Here's our spear. Let's make one of those too since we're at it first. Oh yeah, we got plenty of availability. I was concerned. Tools just seem to wear out. This might be a better hammer. Nope, it's just the base one. Okay. Let's make our 3. Whoop. There we go. Okay, so that's our 3 spikes. We need to go back to spheres and make 2 more of those. And then we can have super hammers to do all of our needs. We're actually gonna make this. I'm actually amazed. I really did not think that this hammer was gonna last that long. I mean, they definitely have, you know, a pretty good amount of, you know, use and build availability out of them. But I'm curious to see with these if it'll even be better. At least we can harvest quite a bit of materials and have the availability just to repair them really close by. Alright, now back to the bar. I think we only made 1. Yes, so we want 2 more. Iron. Craft it. Oh, craft it. There we go. Nice. I'm excited. So that will make... Was I making 4 or 3? Lost track at this point. 3 of each. So we have a bar. No, I want 3. Oh, there's 3. Bars, spheres, points, and rod. I don't know why you need a spike for the hammer. I mean, I guess we're calling it a hammer, so that's why you need a spike. Never mind. That was a rhetorical question. Bet it took all the iron out of the press. It should tell you durability of the item info. You can compare the two. Very true. So, durability multipliers 95%. Crafting quality is 3. Let's grab one of these other ones. Crafting quality is 5. Durability multiplier 75%, so durability actually might be less, but the crafting quality would be better. Puncture chance. So these actually might be worse for this item. Might be better for like a pick, but for like the crafting tools where you're actually just using them for crafting, iron might not be the best idea to use. But with the whole idea that it's super easy for us just to go over and grab iron, which we're going to go check on right now, and just keep using that one material. Obviously, we could pick one of those others down there as well, or that one right there. I think would be a great resource to use. That could be the other, one that we use. But there definitely are some other resources that we should work on. I do not see our iron node, it looks like, though. It is gone. It is not there. If it does not spawn back, and now we spent all this time crafting this stuff out of it, it's going to be a little funny. Now, one of my other questions was distance. Do machines... Oh, I thought I saw something there. Does it need to be, is there a distance by which you're too close for stuff to disappear? We'll keep watching to see if that thing grows back, but at this point, we're going to have to probably find another material to build out of at some point. I was hoping that would be the one. Let's go down here and look and see just what this one is. Oh, it took a little bit of damage, but not too much. Let's see, though. I see a box here, though. I can't pass up a good free box. Yeah. I mean, we mined it quite a while ago, so it's hard to say exactly. There we go. It's hard to say. I mean, I know before the resources did not disappear, and I've mined some fully, but then they just stayed there. So this is magnesium, and this was a material that we have used a bit. But I swear this node was gone last time I looked for it. So let's just harvest a bit of it. We could use magnesium for stuff. Maybe that's also the other idea, is you never want to remove a mode all the way. The guy who had the cassiterite. I'm not sure I remember where that was. I mean, I've definitely seen, some other iron nodes around, but it's not, the easiest ones that I remember. But definitely for picks, I think it's the best item for the job. So we definitely probably will continue having that availability and just always plan to make all of our picks out of iron. Did we make this out of iron? No. Alright. But for our crafting tools, might be better to actually make them out of something else. Let's see. So it said my buddy Obadiah got online. Just wondering if I'd see him running around at all, but I haven't seen him. It would be funny with the base expansion if he got like stuck in the ground, but also not funny at the same time. Because he probably would have logged out somewhere in this area. We could have logged out underneath the machine. I wonder how that would work. Oh well, we won't worry about it. So, the whole main goal of everything is to turn this into a roll bender. Eventually. But we need a new welder. That's what we really need. So, what do we make the welder out of? So the next item on the list actually is, it's the assembly tool. That's what it is. I have not made one of these for a long time. I don't even know if I have one around anywhere. I forgot about this one, the assembly tool. So we can easily probably just make one of these. I probably have one somewhere, but it's probably so damaged at this point it's not worth it. I think it was a small rod was the other part that I needed. So let's take a look. Yep, small rod. Let's just throw it in there. I know it's not going to be out of iron, but at this point it's just such cheap resource-wise. I already had the resources. I'm not crafting it out of anything. Hello, Paul. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Behind your base, past the ruin you spawned at. Oh, okay, over that way. Maybe he got confused and ran off to look for a better base, or look for the base. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? You know, he was gone for about a week and he didn't play at all, and then he comes back. Okay, now we're at full sunlight. We should have the most power possible. I can guarantee this thing's not powered still. Something is up with that. I'm not sure what it is. I bet this isn't getting power either. I'm sure it's got battery power in it. Click. See, energy supply 0. Why are we not getting any power all of a sudden? That is really weird. If anyone has ideas, let me know, but I'm thinking iron will still be more durable for the tools. I wish it had a durability value. So I heard the durability value, like when you look at a material, just the raw material is what you need to look at. They have the strength, the hardness. So the hardness is what you want to look at for what I understand of the actual like crafting type value, and the strength is for the actual mining value. That's what I was told to try to think of it and understand it as. So strength, that's for actually hitting and smashing stuff. Hardness is for like your crafting and your durability of your tools. I don't know why they called it hardness, but that supposedly is the durability. Just for your awareness. I looked it up a little bit the other day, or I just saw someone was talking about it. I think someone actually commented on my one of my videos talking about it. So hardness, durability, strength is I don't know. Hardness is durability and strength is just strength or actual solidness, hardness, however you want to say it. That's kind of weird, I know. But why am I not getting power? That is the question. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. We have tested out dyeing today. We're testing out some tools. We're trying to rebuild some new tools out of a harder substance because we want better tools. Stuff that'll last us a while. So I have a solder iron. Let's see if we can make a new one. Coil wires. Okay, so that's the next item to make. We'll try to make a better one. So we're gonna get my notepad again, just so I can keep track of it all. Just makes it easy. If I can make a couple of these, you know, the worst part's gonna be is if our iron node that's right out behind our base disappears and doesn't grow back, then we're kind of gonna be screwed and we'll have made this bad. Well, let's check our magnesium. I was curious to see what it says for the hardness. So it says a hardness of 3, which the iron was a hardness of 5. No, hardness of 3 as well, but a strength of 7. So strength of 4. So the magnesium might honestly be the same for crafting tools in some ways, might not be. I still think iron makes sense to try just to make everything out of that. And as if our node comes back again, we harvested a ton out of it. So I'm not too worried about having to deal with that constantly. 1 coil and 1 wire. Alright, and the reason we're trying to make this all out of the same material is so it's easy to repair. I have too many items like this right here. We can see that it's made out of magnesium, you know, all just sorts of stuff, and it makes it really hard to repair. If it's all out of one item, we just have that one item in our inventory, we repair it, we're good to go. I do see our power's running a little bit low. Let's grab some of that. Well, we have an extra battery actually, forget that. Let's get back to crafting. But we'll make as much as we can with this one until it breaks. Why wouldn't we? Small rod, iron. Let's real quick click 4. I think we're just gonna need more all the time, so I just want to do a few. We'll see if this will craft even 4. If it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Wow, that sounded close to the base. What is lucifite? Maybe it's better. I mean, I have other materials, and I'm sure there's some better ones out there, but at a certain point, I want what's close and easy to obtain, and that's nearby me, so I can just use it, not worry about it. Let's get rid of this one because we're tired of dealing with it. All right, now let's grab one of our new hammers and we'll use it for crafting stuff. I'm sure there's, I've kind of was going out and looking for certain materials at a point, to find what was best. And I've kind of learned that stuff, but also just what's most convenient to you. It takes a long time to walk. Like, you definitely walk at a slow rate. So if I can just use the stuff that's nearby me, it's way better and easier than going out and traveling all over just looking for, the one material. If maybe I built my base in a better spot, that might have been a better idea. I mean, I think I picked my base spot pretty good. Is there a rate of electricity? Yes, there's a conductivity for electricity. If you look at this iron, it does it for heat and electrical conductivity. So I do know that, like yesterday, we picked up copper and stuff, and I think copper listed it as a 10, I want to say. So yes, there is a better material to be making wires out of as well. It is something that we're definitely gonna look into and do in the future. But for now, I mean, this was our first base. It was not all about let's try to make everything out of the best material and spend all the time working on it. It was more of we just need to try to survive and make everything work for the time being. So yes, could we make everything better now? For sure. And that's why we're trying to do it right now to help some stuff out. Luca, you could build vehicles, I guess. I haven't seen anything for vehicles. I mean, I'm not the most advanced into the game, as probably some people are. I haven't seen a vehicles. I've seen parts for what looks like a vehicle. Someone else was saying the other day that you just need to go into the garages and look to see if they're available. As soon as we get a lot of the crafting tools up, we'll be able to craft some of the stuff that we're just not able to craft right now, and hopefully I can make a vehicle. Because if we can travel with a vehicle and it's not very expensive and easy and hard to do, heck yeah, we're going to be making great progress with everything, because we'll rebuild the base out of gold, because that's what everyone wanted to see was gold. Why not? Gold it would be, even though I do like the green. Yep, to go hunting for other materials. Yeah, do you know about the vehicles at all, Luca, or have you just heard about them? I mean, they show them in the trailers and they show, availability for them. I just haven't seen or heard anything about vehicles. I don't know if they're actually even in the game fully yet. I just haven't really gotten to the point where I figure that's what I need to prioritize on. But I seem to be making good progress here. Hopefully, as soon as all this stuff is kind of ironed out and we kind of get some stuff reset, then I can start working on that stuff, whatever it takes to get it. Because, yeah, I want vehicles. Why wouldn't I want vehicles? It takes a long time to walk around. Alright, I was just curious. I have to buy this game. It's awesome. It takes a while to get used to all the crafting of stuff. I mean, as you see here, like we have open this one tool right now, and it's got all this stuff to craft through and to make. It takes a bit to work on, but that's part of it. It's really fun to go from one tool to the next and to work on everything. There is a lot that's involved in it. It's definitely not something where you're gonna play for 10 hours and have made all the progress in the world and get bored. That's for sure. If you do, you're darn more impressive than I am. Sheesh. I'm still going, and I've played this for a long time at this point. I feel like I've just barely started. I mean, I just died a little while ago because I literally did not have the water that I needed to survive. Ran out of water, and it was over. And soon here again, we're going to probably be at the same point where I'm going to have to decide, is it going to be more important for me to try to make oxygen, or not make oxygen, to make water and to keep myself going, or maybe just die again? Okay. Plus it develops. Yeah. I mean, this game is still super new. We're not even to week 2 yet. I mean, we've barely had, I think, 3 updates. They have to be working on some pretty good sized updates soon to come out to really, show some new stuff. So I would expect really soon there'll be some new updates, there'll be some amazing changes, and we'll be having a lot of fun. Now, I was wondering with my welder, was it in here? So there's the rivet gun, the sledgehammer, the smelter, the tile mold, utility knife, soldering iron, the portable. That would be another item. If we could make another one of these, we could make more water, and that would be super nice to do, because water seems to be a bigger issue now than it ever was. Before, we were not having a hard time with it. So, as it says, allows for purification of water, resulting in water that can meet your survival needs, or the generation of oxygen. So we can also make oxygen, but oxygen seems to be super easy to come by. So I'm not worried about the oxygen. I just want the water. But to make this, we have to make quite a few other not a few other irons. I'm looking at solder iron to make the item, but we'd have to do that. So this is something on my list. I'm going to write it down on my notepad. And just so you know, if you do get this game, Paul, get a notepad next to you, because like here, I have to make all these different items, and a lot of them are made in different areas and are different crafting tools. You kind of need to know what size, like here's a small specific, you want to know what size of an item it is that you need, instead of opening up that item and then going, what did I need? What are the items that I should have made? I don't remember. So might make some more storage chests too. We're really out of weight. Portable recycler allows your parts to be transformed back into the materials they're made from. Yeah, it's a list. It's definitely a list game. You gotta have a list for everything that's going on and keep up with it. So making the O2 is not because you can get it everywhere, but so you can pipe it throughout your base. You don't have to go finding it. Yeah, that is going to be the case eventually. We're going to be crafting O2, and hopefully we'll step into our base and we can just open up our helmet, and then we can have a perfectly good atmosphere. We don't have to actually burn the oxygen that's in our suit. Hopefully eventually for everything else. What's the tooltip on wire say? The tooltip on wire. So, crafted by the hammer or wire drawing machine, wires are used to transfer generated energy to adjacent objects and other wires. They should form links between energy generators such as solar plates and other items requiring energy. Higher electrical conduction allows wires to carry more power without losing durability. So it is talking about having those better wires to transfer it. I'm fine with having a little bit of loss. The loss didn't seem like it was very much. I had 5 solar panels, and if they make 39.5 each, times that by 5, I should have been able to make, well, I guess that's almost 200. It's 197.5. And I think during the highest day period I saw down here on my press, it was 150 or 140. So I mean, there definitely was loss in power, and I definitely was not the most careful with what I made these wires out of. So yeah, eventually we'll rip all those things out, and instead of going, we'll probably just rip all the tiles out maybe to make it easier. But I still just don't understand why this machine has 0 power. It was connected. Do I have a crowbar on me? Just because there's actually no power to the charging station, I was thinking of picking it up and trying to move it, just because it's being a waste right now. We're doing nothing with it. So there's some wire. I've been making it out of tin, and tin had electroconductivity of 7, so it's not that bad. So how do you know when your wires have broke down and not conducting? Can you hover over it to see its durability bar? That's the other question. I have had a couple meteorites hit the base, and it's a question of mine that I was thinking as well. So if we can get, I have the wrench here. I was looking for my crowbar. Simplify the routing as well as the wires. Yeah, I know. I need to simplify them. Let's see. There's the utility knife. So many boxes. There's our crowbar. Alright, so now we can go pick up stuff easy enough. Alright, let's go take a look. Four. So I see the repair button. What happens if we hit E? So it shows this wire is perfectly good. Okay. These ones I think are the oldest. E. Shows this wire is perfectly good. E. Perfectly good. Solar panel. I mean, we've looked at it before. It's been perfectly good. This wire is perfectly good. Interesting. Yeah, I just trying to see if I could get it better. For the sake of this, though, let's just try this. The other thing is, when I pick up wire, it seems like it picks up all 3. So I had to place like 3 pieces down for this one area. When I pick it up, I think it only gives me like 1 back, which stinks. But, you know, we can craft wire. It's not really a big deal. We'll take a look, though, when we get to the end of this, grabbing all this stuff and see if something magically happened. Well, let's just pick all of it up. Pick up. Lag. Doesn't want to play nice. Let me go back to my questions here. I think they're just gone or look broken. He had a missing one he replaced, and I thought I saw one that looked broken. Sorry for distracting you. Up. You would never guess what just happened. You're right. The game just crashed. I know. It's exciting. They did say there is an issue with wires, so I do want to figure this out, because obviously we need power for our suit. But definitely the issue is we could be going back now to the stages of when the games was crashing nonstop with people placing and doing stuff with wires. I know, I'm making tools and now I'm rewiring. It's a little off topic, but it's fine. I mean, I need the power. At some point, I need it to be able to craft more stuff, and I need to be able to keep charging my suit. And if I spend less time doing this, instead of walking all the way over to the charging station and back each time, it's actually a bigger benefit. Hope this game will become more of a colonized, not PvP, getting kind of boring. Plus, should they have aliens as enemies? No. So I'm not sure if you're saying that PvP is getting boring, or if PvE, like E versus the environment, is boring. I've seen some stuff where there's talk about ranged weapons in the crafting menus. And also, if you really want to go like PvP, you can go rate everyone's boxes right now. I'd appreciate it if you left mine alone, as I'm trying to work on stuff. But if you really wanted to go PvP and piss a lot of people off, you could go rate all their boxes. Unfortunately, I've looked in the few boxes of, bases that are around. They don't have a lot of resources, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. So I also play Ark Survival, and mostly I've played PvE all the time, and I've definitely enjoyed that. I mean, I've also put so many hours in the game now that that's getting boring. I tried a PvP server, and it was kind of interesting for the very first little bit, but after just a touch of time, and it was mostly just me, some other tribe that had, 5 or 6 guys that like to play all the time came over and wrecked my base. And that wasn't that interesting after that, because it was like I just put, it wasn't that much time into building up everything, but I tried to defend my base, but they used one little loophole where we had hover platforms and they could crash down from above onto my base and build turrets and stuff up there. And it just kind of made it like, well, because of different mods and stuff that's happening, it's not gonna, make it that well. Do you play Rust? I have never played Rust. I've been aware of it. I definitely think they should do something with aliens though. So back on that PvP, PvE, um, kind of like Conan. If you've ever played Conan, they have a bunch of caves and stuff that are kind of challenges in there. I kind of hope they do that with this game. I think they could do caves and they could make them challenging. There should be some challenges for, like in Ark, there are some that are, really set up kind of like Ninja Warrior style, where you have to jump from one thing to the other and get around all this stuff to finally, you know, get to the solution or the end loot crate. That would be really neat. I don't know exactly what they plan to do. Just some ideas. Aliens would be kind of neat, especially if they could actually work with you or assist you. Might be neat. They could do some different twists with it. It just depends on what they want to do. Who knows if they actually decide, to just do the normal thing where aliens are the bad guys and they want to kill you. It would be kind of cool if you actually worked together, or if the aliens could teach you stuff and you had to travel to different areas of the map for certain aliens to do, teaching. Let's see. Yeah, I think a lot of those bases are abandoned. People join, play a little bit, and can't figure out or have the patience, for the crafting and quit. Yep, definitely. I mean, I had so I play with a group of people, and it's not a huge group, but there's probably about 6 of us. And the first guy that got on, he bought the game and he played for just a very short amount of time, and he just said, "Oh, I don't like it. It's boring. I couldn't really, figure it out. The game crashed a few times or whatever." And he just left right away. And after that, he just told everyone, uh, "The game's worthless. Don't buy it." And so I was kind of like, "Well, I just installed it and I just bought it. I want to get on and check it out." And after the first time, I saw potential. And I was thinking, I could definitely understand where he got frustrated and things were happening, but I still see availability and stuff that I want to do and experience and figure out. And the crafting, yes, is a little bit tedious, but it's fun. No lava caves. You hate the caves on Ark. Yeah. Yeah, or maybe your enemy's not the way as an antagonist. I don't know. Yeah. So in Rokh, when you log out, is your body still there and lootable like Rust, or is it gone until you log back in? Your body disappears. Like it just is gone. It does not show up anywhere. It's not like Ark or Rust where your body is sitting there and it's lootable. It's just gone. It doesn't show. It just kind of disappears. But when you do die, your body is there on the ground and it is lootable. I don't know for how long exactly. We could go back over. The server crashed, unfortunately. It's going to take a little while for it to actually come back up. And if we have the opportunity, I want to go over and, of course, see if that iron node has come back, but also if my body is still there. Because I died a little while ago, and it'd just be interesting to see if the body stays there for a little bit or what the timer is on it for it to disappear. It is in development, not even alpha. Give a chance. Tell him that. Yeah, I know, and that's definitely. I think that a lot of people, they're getting bored of games. I mean, we've played so many games that are early release at this point, and they all kind of come out at different levels. So as I've talked about, I've played Ark. That was the first one that I started out with. That was my early release. I really didn't play anything before that, but I did Ark, and then right after that came out Conan, and I played Conan, and right away Conan just felt probably 100 times better than Ark did. I mean, it just everything was really smooth and nice, and how you place stuff and how you could rotate it and just everything. And you could raise stuff up and out of the ground and lower to the ground. It just was really nice, and it felt just super smooth. And it was almost like, wow, this game could be just almost released. They needed more content, but it was there available for them to actually, have everything and play and feel like I'm playing a full real game. So even though it was early release, it was not that early release. Ark was, a little bit of a brutal one, and this one seems like it was released quite early. I mean, they didn't even get figured out, to how you could access the menu or even talk with people, any of that stuff. So it's definitely a very early release game, but there's a lot going on with it that I think will hopefully keep people interested. I've said it a few different times. If they don't come out with an update that's going to have some serious, new content within the next probably 2 to 3 weeks, they will probably suffer. And a car could add that availability if they definitely show up with a car that you can drive around and travel some areas a little bit better. It took all the good from Ark and fixed all the bad. Yeah, it did. Conan, at least I would assume you're talking about Conan, that it literally it took those two things and meshed them together, and it was kind of interesting. The second I played Conan, I was going, man, this really does just feel well, and I wish they would take so much of the stuff and put it in Ark. And it did seem like Ark kind of changed a few different things after that to try to help out, which was funny. I think everyone was just going, hello, Ark, pay attention. Maybe someday Ark will get it together and figure it out. I mean, they haven't even released the game. They've pushed Ark back for release so far now. It's just ridiculous. It's been like 2 years, it seems like, that they've had available. Like, how much time are you going to leave it in early release? Like, get the game released already. See if you can hopefully maybe save yourselves. Everyone's definitely suffering from playing Ark at this point. People just kind of play it because it's the thing to do still, but they're getting bored, unfortunately. I wish it was like the early days. I'm going to start shooting probably a new Ark kind of series and doing that. I really enjoy the very first beginning stages of everything, but as soon as you pretty much have, the more advanced stuff, it goes back to being really boring really fast. But I love, like, my favorite start out, scenario is you're trying to down your very first dinosaur and all you have is a slingshot. Like, that is some of my favorite areas right there. It's just the very bare bones starting out really early. Other than that, been playing Paladins, which is more of a first-person shooter game, and it's early release, but it feels like it's 100% of a game, and it's awesome. It's really a fun little game. Yeah, I don't know. I do not like the feel of Ark. Like, the dinosaurs did not catch my attention. Yeah, for some people it did. For some people it didn't. It just depends on everything. If they didn't do dinosaurs, it would have been interesting. I mean, I know they changed out and brought out some servers that were like 150 people with no dinosaurs. That definitely would have been a very interesting change on things. But I kind of wish they would have gone back to the old system where when you tamed a new dinosaur, it gave you, a kind of gave you a reward, or it gave you a little plaque that you could kind of hang up and say, hey, you tamed one of these new dinosaurs. It definitely added a bit to the game, and when they changed it and made it so it was more loot crates that you had to go around and find, I think they lost a huge potential there. At least for me, since I played, from pretty early on, it was something that I challenged myself to do, to go out and tame the next new dinosaur to get all of those, little plaques and say, hey, I tamed everything. And it was a fun thing to do and actually made it worthwhile. Yeah, I found out real fast you can tame a T-Rex with a slingshot. Even if you get it stuck, you can just drop them and run out of stones and pick up more and lose the torpor. Yep. No, the best pooping sound. Oh man, that's sick. Yeah. Well, guess if we're talking about that, we haven't even found any of that so far on this Mars world. We don't even have to use the bathroom magically. We're perfect. We consume all this food. We don't even have to have the facilities. Well, I'm looking at the time here. There's still a bunch of people watching, and I really do appreciate everyone that's come out to watch. I'm just not sure if the server is going to come back up today and go. I am probably tomorrow going to be away, so I'm probably going to record tomorrow's video today and then just post it online. Little freeze-dried packets. There's a tube. Yeah. Whatever works. Automatic recycling. Hopefully that's something we'll figure out in the future, is kind of plants and stuff. I don't know how we're gonna magically have plants or find plants or whatever. Maybe they'll magically find seeds from the aliens. But as I was saying, tomorrow's episode, I'm gonna see. I don't know exactly my time. I might just try to record it earlier in the day, or I just might record it later tonight and then just post it up online. Well, there's the server. It's come back now. Let's take a look. But I'm thinking I'm just about done for my time today. We've been streaming for like 3 hours, which is a long time, and it's been great to have everyone here. The conversation's been excellent. So yeah, I'll either stream it tomorrow or I'll just be posting a video up tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will be back, right away on Tuesday, and I'll continue to stream. But I'm definitely thinking we're going to be ending this stream today. It's gone way longer than I kind of actually expected, but I've definitely been appreciative of everyone's come out to watch. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't taken the opportunity, hit the thumb up button there. I would appreciate it, and we'll definitely continue to catch everyone in the future as we continue to stream this every day. I'm going to keep streaming one, and hopefully as we get to a certain point, we're going to probably tear down the base, start a new one, and call that season 2. Here's a funny thing. Look at how far we are away. I actually have no idea where the base is. We're close, actually. It's just not spawning in. Oh, there it is. So the base is up there. That's where we logged out at or get kicked out at. For some reason, we're down here. Super weird. I don't know why that does that, but time flies. You're having fun. Yep, definitely. No, thank you very much. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here, and hopefully we'll get some stuff crafted, get some stuff fixed up, and we'll just keep going on this. Hopefully we can make it so all of our electricity will work sooner than later, and we can get back to it. So thanks again. Have a great day. We'll shut the door since it's so secure. I could lock it, but I'm not even locking my doors anymore around here. I don't think it's a big worry. If people want to come in and try to walk away with materials, they can, but it's too heavy. So thanks again. Enjoy your guys' evenings, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. You as well, Paul. See you all later. Been fun. Thanks all.